Alright guys, this is Elder Scrolls Online. Um, just a little backstory before I get started. On PC, I beta tested the game. A few friends and I started. I lost interest very quickly. If you know anything about the game, you'll know that they reworked it. I played it on PS4 for a little bit. Pretty much different game. Or not different, just reworked. So I abandoned the PC at that point. Back at, well, I don't even know when. So picked it up on console. However much they charged for the PS4 version if you already had the PC version. I played around for a little bit, got Morrowind on it, played that, wasn't too bad, so I decided I want to get back in on PC, so I pre-ordered this, and that's all I really have to go on the PC version. I know there's add-ons, don't have any. I will definitely be getting add-ons, but what really drew me back into it was the Necromancer class. I really wanted to play, and I really wanted to play on PC, so I've been a long while away from the game, so it's almost like starting fresh again, honestly. So I'm back.
Who are you?
Trying to just
you
learn
mean to help?
the ropes here.
Thank you for looking into this, Walker. I can't.
I'm gonna say this, like, it ran pretty good on PS4. Anybody who knows PC gaming will know that it runs 10 times better every year. Huge MMO fan, like I said in my first video, so this feels way more natural with the mouse and keyboard. I'm definitely liking the art style. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. It's been a while since I played and don't know anything about this class, so see how it goes. But I already tell you, I like the visual on that spell. Don't know what that spell's called. But I'm going to say anybody who played back when this game came out, it is a totally different experience. I would say at this point in time you would know. You would have to know that they've changed it. Kept up any at all with it. And you know, I always try playing the, I guess, assassin class. I'm always drawn to those. Just never held my attention for very long. But this might be what I've been looking for. And I really like, I wish more MMOs would do this, that we can start in the new content. That is just, it's really well done. It's really good for new players coming in. Like, if I were to try to convince my friends to play, it's not like a World of Warcraft where it's, sorry, we are in whatever the new zone is. So this is really well done. I don't know if I'm using this staff right. I never played a mage, so it could be totally doing it wrong, but I don't care. Like I said, I'm pretty much a new player at this point, even though I do have some experience with the game. I don't really care. I don't know how long this will hold my attention because I am really excited for the new Final Fantasy expansion. I never, as I said in the other video, never really done dungeons in Final Fantasy except what it required you to for the story.
Rolake, a land of fertile valleys and
But
grand
I
hills.
plan to this
But
time.
enough about Machine's past romances, yes?
But I don't know, something about this game so far. I'm really liking the aesthetic. I've always been a fan of these darker style classes, in like World of Warcraft, Warlocks, Death Knights. It doesn't always mean they're fun to play. Don't get me wrong, I just like that kind of aesthetic with the class. I didn't look at what the gear for this class looks like, so don't know how it's going to go. But right now, I'm finding this to be a very user-friendly class, and maybe it's where I've always tried that rogue class out. Maybe this is what I need to keep my attention with this game. I had a conversation with a friend the other day at a baseball game, of all places, talking about online games, Fallout 76, Conan Exiles, which I've been meaning to try out. And this game came up, and he was singing this game's praises. And I had told him basically exactly what I said in this video, that I was impressed with what they've done. Basically, it just didn't hold my attention. And this, if it continues the way it's going right now, I may actually stick around. The fact there's no subscription fee, that's even better. Now, why is... Oh, I see what that is. I guess we'll just take one. I don't really care. So we will want to go into inventory. I guess. We're gonna click slots. Consumables. Maybe not. Am I looking at this wrong? Oh, I know what it said. I'm wrong. That's fine. I've actually not been paying attention at all to the quest objectives. I've just been running. So we got a recipe. I'm assuming that's, yep. But I am subscribed to ESO Plus. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, my crowns are a bit ridiculous because I had intended to start playing this the moment I had pre-ordered the game, or knew I was thinking about it, and I decided I wanted to get caught up, learn the ropes, and then I thought, what's the point? Because I'm gonna play Necromancer. I knew that from the start. And I had this basically an internal conflict. I'll play it, learn ropes, then I'll be prepared for the Necromancer. Well, in my infinite wisdom, I had subscribed to ESO Plus,
but I just felt horrible about what happened.
totally forgot about it. And here we are, charge after charge, kept piling up. I don't think I'm going to survive this account. But I'll give it the old try and see what we can do. It's in range. Yeah, I mean, this is one thing I always liked about this game. Even though I remember we were all a little upset that it was tab targeting back in the day, they made it very active. And fun dodging around. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I know some people get irritated, but what can you do? I don't read them unless I'm in just the mood. This is definitely a lot of fun so far. I know it's early. But I was looking at the warden class and other classes. And, they just reading the description. I watched some videos on it. I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. Still have to get into that. But looking at it, these just aren't going to hold my attention. And I don't know if there were videos out there beforehand about Necromancer. I saw some artwork. I saw maybe a 30-second clip on Necromancer. I thought, if anything, this will be what draws me in. So here we are. Once I'm out of here, we'll take a look at the skills. And maybe eventually I'll get an add-on video out. I don't think I'm part of the guild. Just think that actually I might be. It's very possible I'm still a part of that old guild unless this game disbands. Which I guess it doesn't matter at this point. But I'm sure once we get into this stuff, there'll come a point where we want to optimize everything. Right now,
No sugars now! Stop! You're
we
killing him!
are
I never
simply
intended-
here to have
what
fun.
did I do wrong? This is you, sweet boy. This is you.
Learn the ropes. I'd be more than happy to switch up and try out rotation, whatever. But for now, I'm just gonna wing it. Like this destruction staff. I don't know that I like it right now. Might switch over to sword or dagger. Because it seems to me that I'm getting in close anyway. At least medium range, we'll say. And that's another great aspect of this game. If you've never played it, is the freedom to really just choose what you want in terms of the weapons you can equip. It kind of, throws those traditional classes out. Like if we're gonna look at like a World of Warcraft, playing a Death Knight, I mentioned that. If I'm in Frost Spec, it'll be one-handers. If I'm in either of the other specs, then I'm going to be using a two-hander. Final Fantasy 14. If I'm, let's see, class off the top of my head. I'll go with the Thief. If I'm playing a Thief, I'm going to be using those daggers. You're stuck with that weapon choice, which is traditional, and I don't necessarily have a problem with it. But it is cool in this game, and I still use my, I guess, looking at my Grave Lord abilities, and don't like the staff, even though it's a caster technique. I equip the dagger. That opens up a nice set of possibilities. If you are unfamiliar with this game at all, which I'm not an expert at it, but the cooler aspects of it I have my class abilities, and then you have your weapon abilities. So if there was a build you had in mind, your weapon abilities really work those in. You can make some really unique combinations. And that's not to say that if you're going to be a serious, raider, PvP or any of that stuff, they may not be viable, but if you're just here to do what I'm doing for the moment and just playing with level and have some fun, yeah, you can really get creative. I think sometimes that's lost too. I remember back in World of Warcraft, and even Star Wars: The Old Republic, back when it had its talent trees. You could mess around specs. We get creative. I did some. It's weird specs, but you know, he wasn't raiding. He was really just doing his own thing. And occasionally he'd go do these things, and people would ask him what he was
Stop it this instant, please!
running,
I can fix it.
talent-wise, and
Training work.
it's giving him a lot of grief.
What are you doing, Sylvia? No, don't do that. No, stop.
I think these games are, you know, they are designed with an optimal build in mind, obviously. But I think they're also designed for that unique play style. And I'll be the first to admit that if I decide to get serious, I'll getting started in it. I'll be probably the first to look it up. Until then, I'll just go with what I feel looks fun. Because when we get down to it, that's what a video game's supposed to be about. Alright, so I think we're about to a point. Yep, we're here at the exit. So now we can open up here and look at some things. So we have these health rings, so we're going to want to open those, take them all. And they're going to be, I'm going to quit. Quit. And what is this? Avoid that. Quit. Alright. So we've got our character. So we've got 3 attribute points. So I'm going to throw 1 on health. I'm going to throw 2 on health and 1 on magic. And we're going to commit. I have no idea if that's viable. Don't really care. Alright. So now we got some skill points to throw down. And this is what I'm planning on looking at right before I end the video. So we've got Flame Skull, and this is under the Grave Lord tree. So we can morph the ability. We have 2 options. We can do Flame Skull, converts it into a stamina ability. It's going to deal poison damage if we do that. Now, if we do Ricochet Skull, we are it's going to bounce on the 3rd cast. And so as I've been slotting as Magicka, that's just going to have to do it. I think that Venom Skull sounds cool. Had I been slotting or putting those points in stamina, I might have went that way. I'm not worried about it. Death Scythe 4 is what this is, so we're going to be morphing this one. This one was switched over to physical. We're going to gain a heal over time with this one, so stick with that. So Living Death. This is your healing spec. And I'm not speccing as a healer. So obviously, I'm going to take that. So we have Blast Bones. Yeah, we're going to take that. I like the sound of this one. and Bone Tyrant. And this is basically a support skill for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and be more than happy to take that. Now, you have your class skills, which you just saw. And as I was talking about, we have our staff skills, and that's our weapon skill. So if I decided to use that dagger in my inventory or the bow, then that skill line is going to open up. Now we have Force Shock. So you see there, that skill is going to do Frost, Shock, and Flame damage. We have Wild Elements, which is going to put that in front of you. We've got Destructive Touch. We've got Weakness to Elements. Now that might be a decent thing to look at. Impulse. Then you have Armor abilities. So you got your soul. That's your wall. You got your racial. Now there's one of the reasons I liked Dark Elves when I was playing my thief. But here you've got Max Magicka and Max Stamina, and then you got your crafting skills. So if I decide to equip a different weapon, which actually for the next video we're going to go ahead and leave the cave. We'll do that in a minute, but for the next video I think we'll go ahead and try out this dagger, just so we can look at a different aspect, and then we'll see how that goes for us. Anyway guys, if you like this Elder Scrolls Online video, you want to see more, just let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to see a different video, let me know. Still getting reacquainted to this, so it's going to be rough around the edges. We'll get better as we go along, and I plan on doing more of these Elder Scrolls videos. If you got any suggestions, just let me know. See you next time.